To tell the people what they need to hear. Why can't the news be fun? Yay!
24-hour TV news was born in America in the 80s, and the world followed. Although, thankfully, in the drive for ratings, we're not quite here yet.
I understand we have some crack, and we're going to smoke it right here in the studio. Oh, whoa!
And your characters have become quite cult heroes to people in the news business. Is that flattering, or does that perhaps disturb you in some ways?
Well, I think it's funny because, at least in the States, the initial reaction to the movie by the news community was they kind of turned their nose up at it and thought, well, patted us on the head and said, oh, that's a cute little movie. Now it's all we hear is, oh, we have a Ron Burgundy in our newsroom.
Every time.
It's a revisionist history of the initial reaction. So I just kind of find it fascinating that's...
Yeah, it's interesting. Every time you go to a newsroom throughout the country, someone has to tell you, by the way, do you know who our Ron is the so-and-so, the morning guy or the evening guy?
Well, I want to keep my job, so I won't tell you who I think our Ron is.
Oh, you know someone.
But you know
But I know
right?
someone, of course. So do you guys watch a lot of network news back home? What do you think of news on the television today?
I've always been a bit of a news junkie, just even as a little kid. I'm personally just amazed at the massive amount that's being thrown at us, and the fact that, the nature of 24-hour news is that there's just a lot of junk out there.
I don't have any legs, Ron. Brick, it's because you're wearing green pants.
How do you think Ron and the GNN team would handle a newsroom today in the internet video on demand era?
Well, that's basically the plot of Anchorman 8. So I don't know if you really want to divulge that at this point.
I think they'd have like Hawaiian Shirt Thursday, where they'd wear Hawaiian shirts.
Be an active circus.
Sure. They probably would try to repeatedly drink on air.
Afternoon delight.
And maybe even a sing-along. Those at the Australian premiere were treated to a reprise of an a cappella moment from the original film. Adrian Rochella, ABC News.